found my missing sister's diary 20 years later and realized we'd been looking for the wrong person. Raven disappeared when she was 16. I was 12, sitting at the kitchen table doing homework when Mom burst through the door, mascara streaking down her cheeks. "Where's your sister?" she demanded, her voice cracking with panic. I shrugged. Raven had been acting weird for months, staying out late, whispering on the phone, avoiding family dinners. She'd lost weight and jumped whenever someone touched her shoulder. The police treated it like a typical runaway case. Dad hired private investigators who charged us $5,000 to tell us what we already knew. She'd vanished without a trace. Mom plastered missing person flyers on every telephone pole in 3 counties, her face gaunt from sleepless nights. We searched for a rebellious teenager who'd gotten in over her head with the wrong crowd. For 2 decades, I carried the guilt like a stone in my chest. If I'd paid more attention. If I'd asked why she seemed so scared lately. If I'd noticed the bruises she claimed were from softball practice but never appeared after games. Last month, while cleaning out Dad's attic after his funeral, I found a shoebox hidden behind Christmas decorations, tucked under insulation like someone had deliberately concealed it. Inside was Raven's diary, the one Mom claimed was never found. I read it in one sitting, my hands shaking with each page. The entries painted a different picture entirely. Raven wasn't running towards something dangerous. She was running from it. Coach Bradley, the softball coach everyone loved, the family friend who volunteered for search parties after she vanished, who comforted my parents during those awful first weeks. Page after page described his predatory behavior, how he cornered her after practice in the equipment shed, the threats he made if she told anyone, that he'd destroy our family, claims she seduced him, her growing desperation as his demands escalated from inappropriate touches to something far worse. The final entry, dated the day before she disappeared, made my blood freeze. He said if I don't meet him at the cabin tomorrow night, he'll hurt someone I love. He knows where we live. He watches our house. I can't let him touch anyone else, especially my little brother. By the time anyone reads this, I'll be far away, where he can't find me or hurt my family. But she never made it far. I drove to the old cabin that night, the hunting lodge where Bradley used to take his special players for weekend training camps. My headlights cut through overgrown brush as I parked where the old access road ended. Behind the structure, partially hidden by 20 years of fallen branches and wild growth, I found what the search teams had missed. A shallow depression in the earth, marked by stones arranged in a pattern only Raven would know, the same way she'd marked her secret hiding spots as a kid. The next morning, I called Detective Morrison, who'd worked Raven's case before retiring. "We need to exhume Coach Bradley," I said, my voice steady despite the earthquake in my chest. "He died of a heart attack 15 years ago," Morrison replied, confused. "Why would we? I know when he died. But first, we need to search his property. And I think you should talk to his other players from that era. All of them." 3 months later, they found her. Raven had fought back harder than anyone imagined. The evidence told a story of self-defense. A 16-year-old girl who refused to become another victim. Bradley's injuries showed she'd nearly escaped before he'd overpowered her. At her funeral, 27 women approached me, former players who'd stayed silent for decades, believing they were alone, carrying shame that was never theirs to bear. "She saved us," one whispered. "After she disappeared, he stopped. We thought he just lost interest, but now we know why. We weren't searching for a runaway all those years. We were searching for a hero,